Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new episode of When You're Delusional, You're Gonna Be on TikTok. I do hope you're gonna enjoy the video, so let's just get into it.
I am so happy people are now talking about boyfriend air because I actually thought I was going crazy. I spent a lot of time this past summer at my boyfriend's apartment in New York, and I remember taking a full body shower and the next morning waking up and being like, I feel so dirty. My hair was getting greasy like crazy, my skin was looking different, like everything, my makeup wasn't staying on right. I was like, what is going on? I felt like I was reapplying deodorant all the time. I was like, maybe I'm going crazy. Like, maybe it's the New York water. I'm not used to it. And then a few months ago, I started seeing all these TikToks about boyfriend air. Totally get it and can see why now. Like, it just makes sense. And I know it's a thing because it was only in his apartment that I would feel this way. When he'd come to me, it was fine. And I was like, oh, maybe it's because I'm like walking in New York more. It's summertime. No, it was boyfriend air.
Okay, what in the world is a boyfriend air? It can't be what I'm thinking. At this point, I swear, all you have to do on TikTok is discover what mental health problem haven't been discussed yet, post a video about that, and you'll discover a new trend. Here's an idea for you, princess. You just got too comfortable around your boyfriend and stopped cleaning yourself. And when you got back home, you looked in the mirror and said, whoa, what's this? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm glad you found something to talk about on TikTok, but just know that, like all the other men that ever lived with a woman, we're gonna laugh at everything you just said, and we're gonna laugh hard.
I'm not about to defend my boyfriend or my relationship, so that's not what this video is about. In my video, I said my boyfriend of 12 years. And then in the comments, I explained to people that it's a pretty complicated situation. He and I are legally married. However, I do not call him my husband, and he does not call me his wife, and we do not wear wedding rings. The reason for that is that we met when we were 17. We were in a long-distance relationship for 7 years between California and Germany. We finally started living together and seeing if it would be possible for us to be in a normal relationship and see how that was going to work about 7 years in. And then he and I decided to apply for a marriage green card. We have a very legitimate relationship and love each other very much, but we needed to be together, so we got married so that we could actually be together. But there was no way for us to plan a wedding and have his family and my family. And so we decided that we were going to save our actual wedding and actual proposal for later on when we were able to afford such things and when we were in a different position in our lives and really felt super comfortable. So we have actually been legally married now for 4 or 5 years now. And while I know a lot of you are going to say, you're married, my family does it to me all the time, I feel like that should be something special and that should happen when he and I are ready to do that. And I want people to still be excited for me the day that I actually walk down the aisle and have a wedding and have a ring on my finger. I would like that to be a celebrated thing, and I don't want people to say, well, you're already married. But we're as committed as it gets. We live together. We have shared finances. We are basically married. We file a joint tax return. Under law, we are married. But that man is my boyfriend. And I'd just like to end by saying, if I don't ever want to actually be married, and if I want to divorce him and be single the rest of my life or date somebody for 20 years, I absolutely can do that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Of course you can. At first I thought she's one of those that doesn't want to put a label on their relationship, but obviously she does. She did said boyfriend and girlfriend. Even though they're legally married, they're boyfriend and girlfriend just because she didn't get her big ring and her big wedding yet. You cannot make this up. And of course, all that matters is she can leave her husband at any time to start dating. And even though that's a different conversation, so far, nothing else matters for her except a big wedding. It doesn't matter the way they live together. It doesn't matter the way her husband is treating her. Her husband doesn't even matter in her eyes until she's gonna get her big wedding. And this type will be the first to complain when people are looking at them funny.
I really want to start making older men afraid of seeing teens and young girls as potential partners. But she's just so emotionally mature. No, you dunce. She's not. Emotionally mature compared to what? She's a baby. Mature compared to women your own age? Someone's ability to nurse your ego and tolerate your bull on a sign of maturity. Men really get to live out their fantasies at the expense of a lot of these young women's lives. The only reason men avoid dating women their own age is because they are so transparently selfish and undesirable and just utterly pathetic. And they know that any woman with the same amount of life experience will see them for what they are. But instead of doing any self-reflection or self-improvement, a lot of these men would rather just traumatize young girls. That's evil. They're way too comfortable being so openly predatory. Not on my watch. I'll tell you exactly what I think.
Oh, okay, you'll tell me exactly what you think and I'm gonna care just as much as I did before. Oh, but no, not on your watch. What exactly watch is that? A G-Shock? Cause I really doubt you'll know when, where and how to wear a Rolex. Or was that a metaphor? Maybe you're like the time or something. Well, if that's the case, you're just as useful as the time when I'm asleep. It passes by faster than you can say tick-tock. Or maybe you meant it as some other metaphor, like you're the guardians of something. In reality, you and me both, I'm not gonna just say it about yourself. In the big picture, we're just two insignificant dots, so small that the human eye can't catch, and if we just disappear today, nothing in that picture will change. I understand that for you that may be hard to hear, cause you have a watch I guess, but that's still the reality. And I know for a fact that men will laugh at you if you go to them and tell them not to date younger women, but in your heart to heart, what do you think the reaction from younger women dating older men will be? I'm still gonna go with the laugh at you, but I'll let you decide. You're the one with the watch.
He's a 10, but he's an Uber driver.
Oh my god, like, oh my god, just throw up. It's throw up.
Hopefully not in his car.
Yeah, I'll do it in his car.
Well, okay, sunshine, but why? I guess I'll have to admit, I have no idea what's so wrong about being an Uber driver. At least where I live, they make really good money. And the fact that they're self-employed, they don't have a tight schedule, they pretty much work for themselves. So, I don't know, maybe it's because they drive for a living or... Nah, who knows anymore. We'll go back to the usual. If he's breathing, it's his fault and he's trash. Anyway, I'm done for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.